Season. It's the Dolphins going up against the Colts.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Look is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on is talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That's it. Big hit.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Come on, next round. Flex round. Ohio.
Three down.
Back to throw. Logan. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Flex round.
Three down.
Come on.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Get him, boys.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Logan. He gets it to Thomas. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third down and 1.
Tight end left.
Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. And they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Tight dog.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself, just take care of the ball, nothing else, just slide and get down.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Looking to throw. Logan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. Hilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get that field to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, this linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Slam. Check 50, check 50.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
He's checking crash.
From the gun, here's Love. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the Dolphins. Get there this time, and they bring him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Don't get nervous. Let's go. Ohio.
Throwing on 1st down. Logan.
Check 52.
And he rifles one incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh, boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Ohio.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
He wasn't ready.
Come on, let's go.
To throw third down. Logan going deep here for Stills. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Mexico, Mexico.
Kill.
Mexico.
Rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. On first down, Luck. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Luck. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's right. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Under crunch.
Yeah, easy. Kill. 5, 6.
Gonna give this time to tailback. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
44. 6, 7, 44. Gun.
Watch the run.
Let it roll.
Hey, switch gears.
A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Colts are in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring and moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Come on, D. Come on, let's go. 38.
and 10. Logan. Flush to his right. And some space here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They run a draw here on second down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down.
That's it, baby.
Come on, let's go. White, 90.
57.
White, 90.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this.
Back to throw. Logan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Hurry!
Under 10. 10.
Go. 90.
44's the mic. 44's the
They'll run it now out of the gun.
all day.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Luck now on second down. And right with it here over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Hurry.
Check hot route. Hot. 44.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Kristen Michael. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Tight left. You got 3 down.
Check out. Monday.
36.
Rolling. We're rolling.
Watch safety green.
On second down, here's Locke. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Hey. We got 4.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Mexico, Mexico.
And now here's a carry heading left. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, good move. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Wrong.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Check out.
That would give Michael running left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Kristen Michael taking it in from the 20. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So now here come the Dolphins. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Come on, let's go.
Hey,
Ohio.
50 the mic. 50 the mic.
Let's go.
To throw again, Logan.
Hey, watch it.
Throws right side, and that's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Come on, let's go.
They send Stills in motion.
What? 90.
Play.
Flex round.
On first down, Logan. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
They're running it.
Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing on first down, Logan. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. In the red zone this time.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right.
Ohio. Let's go.
To throw on second down, Logan. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's It's 3rd and short.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Come on, let's go.
Off play action. Logan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal here from the 9.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Come on, Ohio. Ohio.
No. 3 down. 3 down.
Flex round. Flex round.
He's coming. Double
Ohio.
up.
Ohio.
He's coming. Double up.
Ohio. Ohio.
Switch. Pick the edge.
Go. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, Logan. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Logan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Defense showing blitz.
44's Mike. 44's Mike.
One man. Hey, easy.
I'm going to come back to you.
Easy. Gun.
The throw on 2nd down is locked. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Watch Mike. Outside coming.
Mexico.
Blitz.
Here's Luck. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. John Simon able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Looking to throw. Logan. That is caught inside the 5. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Check.
Flex round! Flex round!
He's checking. Crash.
Come on, Ohio!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Off the bootleg. Logan steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a 1st down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You got the tight end, you got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield. Boy, they executed that well.
Yeah.
Really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready. They got it done.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Check out! Right, 40! A little work! Hey, easy, John.
Watch tight end.
Here's Locke. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
We own them! Flex round!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Come on, let's go! What? Flex Ohio!
Check.
To throw on 2nd down. Logan. And throw right side complete to Parker. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go! Run through the air!
Operating from the gun. Logan. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Christian Jones. Who picked it?
Interception. Come on, guys. We got this.
Big pick, baby. I got you. I got you. Easy, easy, easy. Rip. Ship. Rip Monday.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Check.
They'll try Michael on the right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
44.
Luck now to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hey, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
This is our time. This is our time right here. Ship.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end.
Hey, easy. Collar.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Key right.
Check 24.
Back to throw. Love. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Both to Mike. Mike's Bobo.
Kill.
Here we go.
The throw is Locke. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Alert, alert. Three down, three down.
After the interception, it's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. They'll run the end around with Moncrief. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go, Stance, make some noise!
Hurry.
Show it eight.
Check out. Related. Wrong.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Mexico.
Here's Love. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's go.
In motion, Julius Thomas. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Christian Jones. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Flex round. Fresno. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Logan escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Parker. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go. What? No. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, Logan. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Check 50.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Look at this spin.
Balance.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Check out.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Check out.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Tight down. There you go. Check out. Easy.
Deep threats. We play to win. Let's go.
Mexico.
Let's go.
Now it's locked. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And Michael fumbles it. Fumbled the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Here we go. Ohio.
Following the fumble recovery. Logan looking left side. That's caught by Landry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That is his first catch of the game. The reason why they're down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go.
Back to the air on second down. Logan finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And the slot man goes in motion left. time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go. Red 38.
Operating from the gun. Logan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
57.
Flex round. Flex round.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Stills, complete. It'll go as a gain of 9. And that's good for a Miami 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Watch right. Watch right.
Ohio.
Here we go, Chiefs.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Logan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to do?" He just waved at him like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Flex round.
Who's that? Is that yours?
Off the play fake. Logan. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 37 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working
Here we
offensively.
go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Throwing again. Logan. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Logan, he's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here we go.
In motion is Grant.
Ohio. Ohio.
Motion.
On 4th down, Logan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on.
you.